All right, we're starting Enlightenment, which is probably one of the most boring things, but the most
Inalienable rights? How do you pronounce that?
inalienable rights. So like in and then alien, right? So alien
Inalienable.
and then bull. Yeah.
Inalienable rights.
Yeah. Inalienable rights.
Inalienable. There.
Okay, that's all right.
Isn't that strange? When you can pronounce it, but then someone pronounces it so much, when someone pronounces it wrong so many times, then you try to say it and you can't do it either.
Yeah, you're tongue-tied. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. What is an existing condition which is binding and immutable? Immutable means cannot be changed.
It's rights.
Are you sure?
No, I'm pretty sure it's law.
Natural, inalienable, unalienable rights. So these right here, inalienable and unalienable, are the same. All right. They are synonyms. You can use either one and they will always be the same. All right, here's natural law, word breakdown. Natural, inherent, having a basis in nature, reality, and truth, not made or caused by humankind. Law, an existing condition which is binding and immutable, cannot be changed. So, law.
At first I thought it was rights, but then I realized you can take down right and then just add a new one.
I mean, you can't. It depends on the type of right, which is what we're about to talk about. So, what are rights not contingent upon the laws, customs, or beliefs of any particular culture or government, and therefore universal and inalienable? All right. So, natural and legal rights are two types of rights. Legal rights are those bestowed onto a person by a given legal system. So, our United States federal legal system will create laws, and that's part of it, is the actual creating, right? This is rights that can be modified, repealed, and restrained by human laws. So they can be changed. Not easily most of the time, but changed. All right. Natural rights are those not contingent upon the laws, customs, or beliefs of any particular culture or government, and therefore universal and inalienable. Rights that cannot be repealed or restrained by human laws. So this is it, as shall we say, human beings, right? These should be the same in every country. Are they the same in every country? No, because some countries have dictators or they have other forms of government that are hostile.
This doesn't make any sense. Yes, it does, booty head.
Brilliant. I love that that's in this video. All right. During the Enlightenment, the idea of natural law was used to challenge Parliament, the divine right of kings, the Bill of Rights, or the Constitution.
I'm going to go with the divine right of kings.
I'm going to go with you're correct.
Because it just sounds funny.
The concept of natural law is closely related to the concept of natural rights. During the Age of Enlightenment, the concept of natural laws was used to challenge the divine right of kings and became an alternative justification for the establishment of a social contract, positive law, and government, and thus legal rights in the form of classical republicanism. Conversely, the concept of natural rights is used by others to challenge the legitimacy of all such establishments. So, once
if something says I have divine right, someone else will be like, I will challenge that with natural law.
Yes, basically. Part of this is that people will criticize the government, let's say like a dictatorship, and you can use then the idea of natural rights to criticize that government, essentially. So the way a country deals with natural rights kind of gives us a gauge for whether or not we consider them good or bad in general. All right, so divine right of kings. Final question. The reading says that at a minimum, natural rights should include 3 specific things. All right. An exhaustive list of unalienable rights possessed by man would probably fill several volumes. However, at a minimum, they include the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In general, the courts have not decided which rights are unalienable and which are not. Nonetheless, some philosophers have identified the following items derived from the American Bill of Rights as expanding on these themes. So you should put life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. You might see life, liberty, and property. All right. So some examples, basically, of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, essentially. Number 1, to own and carry at home in public firearms and knives for self-defense and for ensuring that the nation remains free against tyranny from enemies, both foreign and domestic. So this is really probably part of life and liberty. Number 2, to worship or not worship God in the manner one chooses. Number 3, to express any idea through print, voice, banner, or other media. 4, to be secure in one's home, papers, and person against unwarranted searches and seizures. 5, to be advised of the charges in event of arrest. 6, to be tried by a jury of one's peers and face one's accuser in the event of being charged with a crime. 7, to suffer no cruel or unusual punishment. And 8, to abolish said government when it becomes destructive of these rights. So those are all kind of the details of life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. In a sense, it kind of outlines what falls under these 3 things.